украинский капитал и пенсии. Впрочем, не только он. Каждый депутат этого продажного парламента, который нажмет кнопку «За». Они делают это за себя, своих детей, их безопасность и шикарную жизнь.
Boy, that lunatic's hammering is...
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the Harbor District? I mean that lunatic felon. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
I could take care of Felon.
You want to help me? What's in it for you?
You tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, if you can get him to stop hammering, I'll pay you 25 gold pieces. But I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing that will help is a few decent punches.
If I beat him up, I'll just get into trouble with the militia.
Down here at the harbor, no one pays much attention to brawls. But if you steal around here or mess with the sheep, you'll be in trouble.
I'll see what I can do.
You can think about it. Remember, I'll pay you 25 gold coins.
That's terrible.
Hey, you! Why are you hammering?
For days now, I've been desperately trying to fix the leaks in my house. The rafters have been crumbling away ever since we had those rainfalls recently. Soon everything's gonna come down around my ears.
Hey, you! Could you stop hammering?
Nah, I have to finish this.
Just quit hammering, okay?
Just try not to bug me too much, okay?
I'll give you 10 gold pieces if you stop that hammering.
Hey, that's very generous of you. But as to your gold, you can... Well, you know what you can do with it.
Stop that hammering or I'll break every bone in your body.
Forget it, or I'll knock some sense into your head with my hammer. You'll regret this.
Now that's typical, isn't That's an open secret. Really? How interesting. But that's terrible. And he works all day too. Go away. Don't tell me that.
Don't you try that
Some
again.
bad times.
Wait a minute.
No,
Will you stop hammering now or do I have to thrash you again?
No, don't hit me anymore. I'll stop. But if everything collapses around here, it'll be your fault.
That's terrible.
Felon will hammer no longer.
Hear that? No more hammering. At last, I thought the fellow would never quit. You've done me a huge favor. You know what? I'll give you 30 gold pieces.
The Honorable Lord Andre is commanded to punish every crime or act of resistance against the king.
I won't tell her a thing from now on. Everybody knows by now. Don't tell this to anyone.
Hey, I don't know you.
And he works.
What do you want here? Are you headed for the tavern?
I don't believe that. That's not what I heard.
Ah, so this is the harbor watering hole. And there I was, taking it for the governor's palace.
Hey, cut out the bad jokes, Brunson. Otherwise you'll be chewing the cobblestone.
It's going to get even worse. He can't keep anything to himself.
Are you trying to make trouble for me?
Sure, I'm a master at making trouble. So defend yourself,
He
Brunson.
says to anyone. These are bad.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Give it your all. Give it your all. Give it your all. Hit him. Hit him. Give it your all. Not bad.
Let's wait and see.
Let him have it!
Hit him.
Whack him!
Show him. Hit him.
Atta boy.
Give it your all.
Whack him! Let him have it!
Give it your all. Give it your all.
Not bad.
Let's wait and see.
A fight.
Give him
Show
what
him.
for. Give him what for.
Show him.
Give him what for. Give him what for. Let him have it.
Hit
Let him
him.
have it.
Hit
Let him
him.
have it. Give
Show
him what
him.
for.
Show him. Hit him. Hit him.
Boy.
Give him what for.
Boy.
Let him have it. Give it your all. Hit
Let
him.
him have it.
Give it your all. Hit him.
What you waiting for?
Give it your all.
Let him have it.
Give it your all.
Let him have it.
Someone's got to do the work. You don't say. That's an open secret.
We'll see about that.
All right, you win. What do you want?
You know your way about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing. Why?
He simply talks too much.
What kind of rumors are floating about?
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions. Especially not if they're strangers.
That's what I've always said.
Why don't I see any militia?
They don't dare come in here. We take care of things ourselves.
He can't keep anything to himself.
How's the shipping traffic?
The only ship that's come here recently is the Paladin ship. It's over there, behind the rocky ridge to the southwest.
These are bad times. Go away, don't tell me that.
better shut up.
Everybody knows. Can't keep it.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Adonai saw that order and chaos were now unbeaten.
Hey! Bosper said you used to work for him.
Yes, I did, but he was only interested in his blasted hides. I told him how dangerous it's gotten out there. He didn't really listen to me. Well, anyway, he paid well. I can't complain about that.
Can you tell me anything else about him?
Vosper had one of his bows stolen recently in broad daylight. Some guy just waltzed into his store, took a bow, and left. The thieves are getting more and more brazen.
Why don't we go hunting together?
With two, it isn't so dangerous, that's true. Do you know anything about hunting then? I mean, do you know how to skin an animal?
Yes.
All right, but I want to see 50 gold pieces. For that, you can keep the skins and sell them to Bosper. That's a fair deal, isn't it?
Here they are. Let's go hunting.
All right, follow me. Outside the south gate is a wood where we should find more than enough critters. Probably more than we'd like.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is...
And so he set himself between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute, and he did not succeed.
That doesn't surprise me.
Where did you pick that up then?
It's a bad business.
So, what do you think? Should we go farther into the woods or not?
Let's go on.
All right. Let's hope this works out. So, what do you think? Should we go farther into the woods or not?
Let's go on.
All right. Let's hope this works out. All right. So much for you, filthy beast. All right. So much for you, filthy beast. That's it, I'm going back to the city. It's just too dangerous out here for me, even with two of us.
An orc, right outside the city. Holy shit.
So, see ya. You can sell the skins to Bosper.
Rip you to pieces. I'm gonna lick you to pieces! Yes! Run as fast as you can! Stop right there, you lowlife! Stop right there, you lowlife! You're in for it now.
A few lockpicks would be helpful. surprises me anymore.
We can only wait and see.
I agree with you completely.
About the wolfskins, I've got them. Here.
Great. I knew you would be suitable for this job. Here's the pay I promised you. And what do you think? Isn't this better work than banging away at swords all day or filling little bottles in a dusty chamber?
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
I had hoped you would choose me, but if that's the way you want it...
Does that mean you'll vote for me?
If none of the other masters objects, yes. But you would certainly have made a good hunter.
Show me your wares.
New in the city, huh? I'm Brian. I'm Master Harrod's apprentice.
What's it like to be the smith's apprentice?
Why do you ask? You want to be my successor?
Maybe.
Why not? I'm almost done with my apprenticeship, and then I'm gonna leave the city. But not because of Harrod. He is a good master. I've learned a lot from him.
Why do you want to leave this town?
Because the people here are getting on my nerves above all the other masters. I still remember what a fuss it was getting accepted as an apprentice with Harrod. Really, every one of them jokers had something to say about it. I want to decide for myself who I can or can't take as an apprentice.
Who are the other masters?
Well, there's Thorpin the carpenter, Bosper the bowmaker, Constantino the alchemist, and Matteo. He sells armor, but first of all, he's a merchant. All the masters have their houses here on the street, and Constantino's shop is in the underpass to the temple.
Tell me more about Master Harrod.
He's not in a very good mood right now. A few days ago, the paladins came and ordered him to forge some swords for them. They've even forbidden him to sell swords to anyone else. Now he slaves day and night to finish the job as quickly as possible.
Can I buy weapons from you?
Not really, I'm merely an assistant. The weapons that are made in this smithy are collected by the militia and taken to the towers where they're stored. But if it has anything to do with forging, maybe I can help you.
What can I get from you?
I can sell you some steel billets.
Hey, you! I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. Brian will have finished his apprenticeship soon, and then he'll leave the city. Are you good for anything?
If you mean, do I know blacksmith's work?
No, that's not what I meant. Sooner or later, the orcs are going to lay siege to the city. And then the only men who will count will be those who are in a position to defend our city. And I won't take on anyone as an apprentice who will disgrace me by fleeing the city with the women and the good-for-nothings, instead of holding the fort here with the men.
I'm not a good-for-nothing.
Those are big words. Can you back them up with big deeds?
What are you getting at?
Bring me an orc's weapon. Orcs have been seen near the city. With a bit of luck, you won't have to search for long. If you manage to bring one down, I'll take you on as an apprentice, provided the other masters agree.
Let's talk again about that orc thing.
What?
An orc is a damn tough opponent.
Looking at you, you might be right. You don't have much meat on your bones. But that can change. Nevertheless, you have to prove to me that you have the courage to fight.
So, couldn't it be something slightly smaller?
Hakon, the weapons dealer in the marketplace, told me that he was attacked by bandits a few days ago. The bastards are said to be roaming around somewhere outside the East Gate. Those cowardly rogues shouldn't be terribly bright. Hunt the bastards down, every single one of them. Then I'll know that we can use you here in the city.
I've got the orc weapon you wanted.
Show me you did it after all. Good man. It's been a while since I've had a weapon like this in my hands. I was a soldier back in the Orc War. Those were tough times, I can tell you. I didn't think you could do it. I'm impressed.
Can I sign on as an apprentice with a different master?
You're a good man. I'll give you my approval. Brian will still be here for a while, and a strong lad to take his place will turn up in time.
Do you sell weapons too?
Forget it. Everything I make goes to the paladins or the militia. I have a commission for 100 swords from Lord Hagen. He wants to equip the city guard.
What do you want? There's nothing to be had here for free, and I'm not gonna sell you anything either.
I'm looking to become an apprentice.
Really? And with whom are you gonna sign up?
I want to sign up with you as an apprentice.
With me? No! I have already had the dubious pleasure once of grappling with an apprentice. That's quite enough for me. I invested several years in his education, and in the end, the poor fool up and poisoned himself. Go sign up with one of the other masters.
What will I have to do to become your apprentice?
I couldn't bear yet another dilettante on my conscience. There is a multitude of herbs out there. Used in different variations, they develop the most diverse effects. You probably don't even know half of them. Here. This is a list of the most important plants. Bring me a plant of each kind, and I might reconsider taking you in as an apprentice.
To take his divine power from the human. And Enos, in his wisdom, did so.
Inhabitant of Corinthus who is guilty of a crime is to report immediately to Lord Andre.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I wouldn't know how that is any of your business. Get lost!
Harrod told me about the attack by bandits.
Oh? And?
He'll give me his approval to be accepted as an apprentice if I hunt down the bandits.
Good old Harrod. That must be his way of saying he's sorry that he can't produce any weapons for me at the moment.
Enos be with you, stranger. If you're looking for a good selection for the traveler, then you're in the right place. But I'm warning you, if you're planning on helping yourself without paying, I'll call the city guard.
Just a moment. Do I look like a thief?
Bah! You won't be the first one to make off with my things today.
Somebody stole from you?
I can't prove it. The fellow was damn clever. Introduced himself as Ringaroo, if that really is his right name. He's been hanging around the marketplace the last few days. And every evening he gets plastered at the beer stand down the street. I bet the bastard is drinking my money. I only looked away for a moment, and my purse was gone.
What do you know about the Thieves Guild?
Listen, if you get my gold back for me from that Rengaroo fellow, I'll tell you what I know.
I could get your gold back for you.
Oh? And why would you do that?
I'm I'm looking for clues to the Thieves Guild.
I might well be able to help you. Listen, if you get my gold back for me from that Rengaru fellow, I'll tell you what I know.
How much gold was in that purse?
50 gold pieces. That's quite a lot in these crappy times.
Why didn't you call the city guard?
The guards only respond if a thief is caught in the act. And when I noticed my purse was missing, the bastard was already gone.
I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. If you just knock the bastard down, the city guard will get involved. Lately, things have been getting really tough here. Since the paladins came to town, the guards have been cracking down on brawlers. So think of something.
I shall. Jorah says you've got his money.
Damn it! I'm out of here!
Gotcha!
Hey, what do you want from me? Huh?
You stole from Jorah in broad daylight, and he even saw you do it. So I've come to tell you that you're a lousy thief, and that... And now, you tell me who you are.
I'm nothing but a poor wretch, trying to make ends meet one way or another. Well, what else can I do? I can't find a job in town.
All right, I see. Spare me your whining. I deserve a share of the loot. All right, looks like I have no choice. I'll share half with you. All right, give me half then.
Here's your half, and now let me go.
What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can. But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
What makes you think that?
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon, and that won't be pretty.
Can I help you somehow?
Yes, you can. Find out what the paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to know if the orcs will attack and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information you can get. I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
I've got some information about the orcs.
Let's hear it.
They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and it looks like they're going to stay there. To be on the safe side, the paladins are guarding the pass.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
As to that orc outside of town?
Yes?
Don't worry about him. The city guard is going to take care of him.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
What's going on at the harbor?
The orcs are breathing down our necks and you're asking about the harbor?
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have is that there aren't enough ships in the harbor to get us out of here. To be honest, there's only one ship here, and that belongs to the paladins. They certainly won't let us get out of here with that.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of problems. The hull still isn't stable, and it's still missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't work productively. One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do.
Just you wait, you sumbitch! Just you wait, you sumbitch!
As if I didn't have enough problems. Nobody ever asks me.
How are things?
If you want something to drink, you'll have to order it.
I bet you overhear a lot of things.
So what's that to you?
I've always got an open ear for news.
Have you got your purse open then? Every piece of information I give you will cost 10 gold pieces.
I'll give you no more than 5 for your information.
What? 5 gold pieces? Are you trying to ruin me? Let's make it 7.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
No, it doesn't work that way. Let's say 6.
You're a scoundrel, you know that? Well, if you insist, let's say 6 gold pieces for each piece of information.
I need information.
Anything about it.
Who counts among the influential citizens in this town?
You won't find anyone down here at the harbor. The only powerful man here is Lamar. The moneylender is not very popular, but he has gold, and other influential citizens owe him money. The merchants and craftsmen also have a lot of influence. Too much, if you ask me.
Who's in debt to Lamar?
If you want to know that, you should take a look at his ledger. Only it might be pretty difficult to do that without him noticing. As far as I know, he always carries it with him.
Where can I find work?
You're not likely to find work down here at the harbor. You need to go to the craftsman in the lower part of town for that. But if you wield a decent blade, You could go challenge Ulrich. He fights for gold behind the warehouse.
Who can teach me something here?
There are a few competent people here in the Harbor District. Carl the blacksmith is a sturdy fellow. I'll bet he can show you how to get stronger. Ulrich knows a lot about fighting, and Laris is a cunning rogue. He's down here at the harbor sometimes as well. And if you're crazy enough to go see old Ignaz, he knows all about Almich potions.
Where can I find all these people?
Oh, boy, the king will have won his war against the orcs before I've done explaining that to you. Just look around the Harbor District and you're bound to find them. And if you don't know your way about, go to Braham and buy yourself a map. He's easy to find. His hut is right next to my tavern. I should have charged double for that one.
Is there any special work to be had around here where I could make some quick money?
Something special, you say?
You don't have to ask me that.
Go talk to Nagur then. Maybe he can help you.
Some problem solved themselves.
Got anything special for me to do?
I've got something for you, but that should only interest you if you're a man of versatile talents.
What have you got?
Well, Zorus, the potion vendor in the marketplace, currently has a guest, Darren the fire magician.
And?
He had a new chest made specially for him by Thorben the carpenter. They say that this Darren has brought a bunch of valuable stuff with him. But you didn't hear that from me, understand?
Give me something to drink.
He would have never thought of that himself.
Hey!
You don't have to ask me that.
Cardiff says you may have a job for me.
Well, well. So you're looking for a special job. Okay. But we play by my rules, understood?
What does that mean?
That means you do what I say and you get a third of the profits. If you don't like it, then there's no job.
We're business partners, so it's 50-50.
Okay. I thought I'd give it a shot. Of course, we'll split our profits fairly.
All right, what's your plan?
You know the merchant Baltram, don't you? If not, it's time you talk to him. This Baltram has a messenger who supplies him with goods from Akil's farm. That is, he had a messenger. Until I cut his throat. And now Baltram has to get a new one, and that will be you. Your job is to get hired by Baltram and fetch the delivery from Akil. You bring it to me, and then I'll sell it on to an interested customer. He'll fork over a tidy little sum for it. And just don't try selling the stuff yourself. Have you got all that?
How much will the profit be?
I can't say exactly, but I estimate around 400 gold pieces.
Where is Akil's farm?
Leave the city by the east gate. That's directly on the marketplace. If you follow the road to the right, you'll soon come to a few steps cut into the rock. Go up there, and you'll come to Akil's farm.
That's not what I heard.
When should I talk to Baltram?
You can go right away. He should know by now that his messenger won't be showing up anymore.
Where can I find Baltram?
He has his stall in the marketplace.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Well then, I'm all set.
Good. Then get on your way. But if you try to cheat me, you'll soon be every bit as dead as the messenger. Don't forget.
You know who to believe these days. I wouldn't have done that. Let's wait here. That's all. Just don't say you did that. Will cause more trouble.
What are you doing here?
My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them. Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
Show me your maps.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Who says things like that?
Why did you pick that? Anything's possible. I agree with you completely. Nothing's ever gonna change. That would be. Why haven't I heard about this before?
It's gonna get even worse.
It can't go on like this forever. There's nothing you can do about it. That's not.
Come back again later.
Why haven't I heard about this before? can't go on like this forever.
Hey, you!
Ahoy, you landlubber. Looks like you're stranded here. You look a bit pale around the gills. Never mind, my lad. All you need is a good stiff sea breeze.
What are you doing here?
Ever since these scallywags took over my lighthouse, I haven't dared get closer to it than 20 feet. Really bad rabble, that. They're criminals from the Valley of Mind, you know. There was this big bang on the other side of the mountains, and they swarmed all over the land like flies. Now they're hiding out everywhere, even in my lighthouse. I think they're on the lookout for any ship they can raid. Ah, let them. Then at least they'd be out of my tower.
Do you come to town often?
I always say a town is only as good as its harbor. A harbor is the gate to the world. That's where everyone meets and where everything starts. Once the harbor goes to the dogs, the rest of the city will follow soon.
Tell me about the harbor.
The harbor of Corinthus isn't what it used to be. There's nothing but riffraff hanging about. The ships don't come anymore, and trade is dead. This harbor's about to go under.
So why don't you leave?
Nobody would take an old sea dog like me on his ship these days. Most people think that old Jack's got the gout in his rotten old bones.
And, are they right?
Balderdash. Once I've got those planks beneath me feet again, I'll feel like a young whippersnapper.
Let's wait and see what happens.
What do you mean by riffraff?
Look at them, the lazy rabble. Most of them don't even know what work is. All they do is drink all day and spend their last pay at the brothel. I tell you, stay away from them.
Why are the ships no longer coming?
They all say that once the war is over, everything will be like it used to be. That's a load of bilge water. I tell you, a sailor can see when a town's going downhill. A sailor feels that in his blood, and I can tell you, forget about this harbor. Its heyday's over.
Who said that?
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Better watch out.
Someone's got to do the work. That's not what I heard. I don't believe that.
What are you doing here?
This is my home. But if you mean, what do I do all day? I arrange fights.
You arrange fights?
Every day, from noon until evening. And right here, behind the warehouse in the Harbor District. Home sweet home.
What are the rules for the fight?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed, no bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, then your money is down the drain. Got it?
Yep. You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate. So, I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
What do you know about the war against the orcs?
There's not much to tell. The war has been going on for too long. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly by the king, but there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinthus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. From this moment onward...
Really, how interesting. He simply talks to you.
And so he bade Enos to leave a part of his power in his realm so that he might restore it to the human if the beast should return.
He can't keep anything to himself. I can't take care of everything for everybody. Everybody knows by now. He can't keep anything to himself. Now that's typical, isn't it?
About the thief.
Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And much more importantly, do you have my gold?
He simply talks too much.
He got away from me.
And what about my gold? Did he get away with it?
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, that's an open secret.
Here's the 50 gold pieces he stole from you.
Enos be praised. There is still justice in the city.
That's not what I heard. You don't say. Now that's...
What do you know about the Thieves Guild?
Right. Listen up. You haven't heard anything of what I'm about to tell you from me, capiche? There are shady characters who frequent the Dockside Inn. I bet the landlord knows a thing or two. If you're planning to track down the thieves, you should go talk to him. You could act like you're up to something crooked, for example. Maybe he'll fall for it, but be very careful. These people are not to be trifled with.
That's not what I heard.
Alric says you got his sword.
Do you mean that ragged fellow who traded his weapon to me for a few torches and chunks of meat?
That's him.
I still have the sword.
How much do you want for it?
Well, for you... so what? Here, take it. After all, you did help me get my gold back.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes... Who says things like that? He simply talks too much. And he works all day, too.
I'm Zurus, master of potions. Do you need an essence of healing or a magic elixir? Then you've come to the right place.
I don't believe that. Honestly.
Do you brew your own potions?
No, I either get them from the monastery or I buy them from Constantino, the alchemist. If you're interested in brewing potions, then talk to him. He needs an assistant, but he's too pig-headed to hire someone himself. He's just as stubborn as a mule. He always passes me when he goes out on the East Gate to collect plants for his potions.
It's terrible. Who says things like
Where exactly does Constantino gather his herbs?
He always goes through the eastern city gate here and then disappears into the wilderness to the left. He once told me that just about everything grows there, except for King Sorrel.
Who says things like that?
Has Constantino ever told you where to find King Sorrel?
I once heard him say that the stuff grows near stone circles. Near Lobart's farm. That's a farm near the other gate. There's one of those stone circles. I think it's on a hill. It used to be a grave or something.
That's not what I heard. And it's going to get even worse. That's an...
You looking for a job?
Sure. What's it about?
My errand boy hasn't come back, and I'm waiting for a delivery from the farmer Akil.
And how much is it worth to you?
I'll give you 50 gold pieces.
Fine, I'm in.
Okay. Just tell Akil that I sent you. He'll give you a package. Bring it to me.
Where can I find Akil's farm?
Just go out here through the east gate and follow the path to the southeast. After a short while, you'll come to a stone stairway. Go up that, and from there, you'll already be able to see Akil's farm.
Really? How interesting.
Let's begin with the training.
By reason of the imminent danger of an attack by orcs, each inhabitant of the city is to prepare himself accordingly. Everyone is to begin training in the skills of combat immediately.
But the light was a torment for Belial. All that Innos created was destroyed.
Hey! Show me.
Someone's gonna do the work. He simply talks too much. You don't say. And he works all day too. And it's gonna get even worse. That's not what I heard. We can only wait and see. I can't take care of everything for everybody. That's not what I heard.
I knew that would be a problem.
Really? How interesting.
And the sea released the land, and there arose all creatures, trees as well as animals.
Hey! Can you sell me some lockpicks?
If I have any left.
Go away. Don't tell me that. I won't tell you. Someone's got to do the work. He'd better shut up.
I can't help it. It can't go on like this forever.
Show me your.
Come back again later.
You listen to the wrong people.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Hey, you!
Things like that.
Where you going? No matter what your plans are, there'll be plenty of time later. You're right in front of the Pearl of Corinus, the Red Lantern. This is the most beautiful brothel in all of Myrtana, damn it. Sailors from the most remote corners of the world dock here just to spend a few nights in the Red Lantern. And now, it's you who has the chance, nay, the honor of spending a night with Nadja, the most passionate flower of the gods. Come on in, and you're going to experience what others cannot even dream of.
It's typical, isn't it? These are bad times.
I'm staying out of this. You don't have to tell me that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
He didn't get that from me.
No one really wants to hear that. It had to happen sooner or later. So why won't they listen to me?
It can't go on like this forever.
And that's the truth.
You can't do anything about it.
Someone's got to do the
You
work.
don't have to tell me that.
He can't keep anything to himself. Don't tell this to him.